the line if they want to,
Okay.
when I do this. So this is sit on the dog. Sit on the dog is a self-chill exercise, behavioral exercise for puppies. And what you do, it also gets them used to the collar and the leash. So what you do is you sit on the leash, you give just enough room for them to lie down.
Can I practice that 10 hours a day?
What? Oh, that's 10 hours, no, that would be a little extreme. And then I just ignore them. And I wait for them to go down. So different dogs and puppies have different lengths of time. Once he goes down, I sit here for a half an hour. And I do something else. I'll be drinking coffee or eating my breakfast or typing a blog on my computer, something that doesn't involve him. Because all we're asking for him is to let the attention loose on the leash and then come lie beside me. He doesn't realize that yet. And I usually time how long it takes them to go down the first time, so I know what I'm in for the second time. Now, sometimes with puppies this young, I might make it shorter if they start going to the bathroom in between it, because like you said, he hasn't gone to the bathroom for a while now. And who knows if he would be able to hold it for half an hour.
Is it long enough for him to lie down?
Oh yeah, he just has to come this way. I was gonna say that might have worked against me, but maybe it's fine. There he goes. Almost. Not quite though.
So I have been using the long lead that comes out of the thing.
Yep.
Don't use that anymore, or?
Oh, you mean the retractable? You'll have a long one that's not retractable. I don't tend to use retractables on puppies or dogs. I mean, it's not an awful thing to do. Especially he can only pull so far right now, and he probably is not gonna charge off an injury, but that's why I don't use it, because if a dog runs and you go to grab the leash, those will burn your hand. Just making sure he wasn't chewing on the leash there. Sometimes I'll put a toy down for the puppy too when I'm doing this, like like a nylon, like one of the ones in there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That took 3 minutes. So from 3
That
minutes.
was only 3 minutes?
Yes. It was only 3 minutes. So now you would sit here for a half an hour. And at the end of the half an hour, he can get up and down in between.
Okay.
Because this is all about him teaching himself how to chill out. This is good to do if your dog is acting rambunctious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. But you only do it once a day?
You can do it more times if you want to. Not 10 hours, but you can do it. Like you can do it when you're eating dinner, or, if you find opportunities to do it, it's good to do it. Be sure you're also letting him play and be a puppy well in between, All right, let's switch bumps.
Switch what?
Bumps. So you come and sit on the leash over here. And I usually hold the handle of the leash while I'm doing this too. So we'll time how long it takes him to go down while you're sitting on the leash. Oh, 1 second. We'll just have you do this for a few minutes.
still mainly keep them in like one room of the house?
Is that what you, well, I would do that unless he's tethered to me. You know, has a leash on and I'm holding the end of the leash.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not freely roaming.
Right. That's really the best way to go with puppies. You know, long
Tether.
line or short line. So that you can observe them, at least, so it can be dragging sometimes, but it's good so you can catch them quickly, and that they learn not to run away from you. So if they learn they can run away from you through the house, and, you know, it's hard for them to catch you, then that's not good. They'll make a game of it.
Right, yes.
They're not trying to be jerks, but
How many 2-hour naps do you think 10-week-old puppies?
probably 2 or 3. You know, so I like usually go out for a walk with them, play with them. Then, you know, at lunchtime, definitely, I put the food in their crate, and them in their crate. Then I leave them there for a nap. Sometime later in the afternoon,
Yeah, I can time
sometime
it for,
early in the morning.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be 2 hours, but like some point, you know, if the dog sleeps, I certainly don't.
so you don't leave food out all day long?
No. It usually, if you free feed like that, it usually makes very picky eaters.
No, I fill up his Humpty Dumpty thing.
Yep.
3 times a day, but he doesn't always eat
Right,
what's on the floor that he's spilled out, or, that's what I guess
Yeah.
I meant, but.
yeah, but you don't pick it up. So that's, if you don't pick it up, that's free feeding. You're leaving out for them all day.
So distinctly put it out 3 times a day,
Right,
and if he doesn't eat it all,
pick it up. They're pretty good at regulating, you know, I don't worry about that unless my puppy's looking thin or something.
okay. And plus he'll learn to eat what he's given him.
Right, at that time.
Okay. That
So
probably-
makes house training a little bit easier.
I was just
too.
gonna say.
Makes it a little bit more predictable. But like I said, as they grow, it will change. You know, obviously after 6 months old, it gets easier. You know, it's less.
Do you only go to when do you go to once a day feeding?
Oh, well, we only go to twice a day feeding.
Oh, twice.
We don't go to once a day feeding. And usually after a year or something, after they're after puppy food.
What do you feed your dogs?
We feed them on Blue Buffalo.
Oh, that's what I have him on. He doesn't like little blueberries though.
So this, sometimes I'll do this after we do our little training exercises too, you know? And again, this is exercise that's excellent if he goes to sleep. Perfect. And this is good for your husband to do with them too, so that he learns to settle down near him and not by his hands. But remember, with puppies or dogs, you don't want to grab the hand away. Then it just becomes an object to chase. So usually if a puppy's mouthing, I'll just leave my hand there. And then maybe, you know, just take the puppy off my hand.
I try to
And then
distract him.
I give them another toy or something to play with. Or if I think they're overtired, I don't angrily, I just bring them over to their crate, put them in, leave them in there for a nap. I try to predict before that though, I don't wait till the puppy's overtired, you know. I'm usually thinking, you know, usually at like 12 p.m. he gets a little, probably overtired.
And then is the expectation that they kind of sleep through the night? On and off between peeing?
Yes, not everyone is as lucky as other people in that regard. Again, it's biology, you know, that's gonna do that. If you're training them and walking them, they tend to be tireder at night and
Oh, I
fall
walk them a
asleep
lot.
through the night. But training is the other part, it mentally exhausts them.
Good.
Even more so, like, look, we did like 10 minutes of actual command training. All right, you can tell them yes,
Yes.
let them up.
He's like, guess what?
Right, I want to stay.